How's everyone going? Can you hear me? Another day, another time. The 5th of November, 2025. Quite interesting what I have here for you guys today. Let me just start this one. Yeah. A lot's been happening. We all saw the story, right? The story with respect to Trump coming to Nigeria. That has actually created, I would call a chain reaction, a chain effect of other things coming to the fore. And, I covered this story even before Trump, was talking about coming to Nigeria. And there's been a different split with respect to those loyal to APC. You know what? It's all about the resources. Yeah, that's what people are saying. It's all about the resources. But there's also those parts that are saying that, we are the ones that are being killed. So you have a lot of pastors from the north coming out to say, you know what? This genocide is real and is affecting me, is affecting my family, is affecting my church members. There's no doubt about it with respect to what's happening with respect to the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. It's obvious that the first point of call is always going after the churches and all of that. And when you have all of that, you see different reactions, you see different things happening, you see people coming out to say this is what it is. And I did advise, the president TINUBU then that, this is how you're going to treat this matter. You have to be careful what you do. You have to be careful how you respond. You have to know what is happening and how you want to go about it. I've not been happy, like I said, with the reaction and the way the president has handled the issue of security in Nigeria. That's clear from day one. I've always said it. Even before all of this noise, I'm like, you can't be in your position for 2 years and you don't even have a clue of how to get us out of this. Recently, you have the shoveling of, the defense chiefs. And when you look at all of that, we say, okay, fine, this is one step. And I don't know if it's even in the right direction or not, because there are also other people saying that, the current chief was trying to put in his best. But when he actually went hard on the terrorists, they had to remove him. Well, my question to that would be, it's been there for 2 years. If you're not seeing results, then it's time to make changes. And then you wait for these guys to the new guys. Let's see what they come up with. But I digress. So I opened my X account this morning, and then I saw the usual culprit coming out to accuse other culprits that they are being backed by the CIA. And I don't know, if this is one thing that I want to really put my wager on. Because people say this guy is an investigative journalist. I mean, maybe a broken clock is actually right twice a day. And I've been saying it. I've always been saying it, that when you see people come out to say they're fighting for your rights, they're trying to help you, they're trying to make things better for you, I've come to believe that, nobody helps nobody. You're responsible for your own freedom. You're responsible for your own life. So this is the story. Investigative journalist David Uday accused Nigerian activist Aisha Yusufu and Rino Douala of serving as paid agent in alleged CIA effort to foment revolution in Africa. Tying the claims to recent protests in Tanzania that resulted in death, Uday, a Cambridge fellow, well, whatever that means, that if you put in a Cambridge fellow behind somebody's name doesn't mean that it's going to get more credibility with me. Okay? But again, it is what it is. So Uday, a Cambridge fellow, focused on anti-imperialism, named the woman alongside Yemi Adamolekun in a hypothetical plot funded by the US-backed National Endowment for Democracy, sharing the allegation on X, and on Wednesday, the post drew mixed reaction online. See, let me tell you the truth. I don't care. If Yusufu is funded by the CIA or Rino Douala is funded by the CIA, my question is this. Most of this activism from David's activism to Aisha's activism to Rino Douala's activism, to me, I think it's more of a self-promoting activity. That's the way I say it. Plus, you can add Showore to it. Because I've been hearing this chorus about revolution now, and one of the questions that I do have for people like Showore is this: what is your plan? What is your pathway to say, okay, fine, once we have the revolution, how does that help Nigeria as a country to move forward? Because the last time when we had revolution in Libya, when we had revolution in Syria, when we had revolution in places like Egypt, the country today is worse off. Do I support people like Gaddafi? You must be out of your mind for you to think that I support people like Gaddafi. I support people like, all these Syria dictator. What's the name of that other guy? The one that just left Syria, Al-Assad or so. I don't support corrupt politicians. I hate them with a passion. I hate their evil ways with a passion. But the truth is this: when this guy comes out and say, oh, it's time for activism. Oh, let's go to Lekki toll gate. Let's go and disrupt the government. Let's go and destroy property. We have this forensic center where we used to, pursue criminals and kill criminals. And then they come out and say, it's time to burn it all down. They do all of that. The military response, which is wrong. I'm against the killing that happened on October 20. But this is my question. How many of those dead victims have actually been exposed to the benefits that have actually come out from this so-called activism? Because the last time I checked, those who rose on the back of the SARS activism or the End SARS movement, they are doing very well. Reno is not in the country. Aisha is raking in the recognitions and the futuring and all that. Should we not do activism? That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is this: any activism that you would do that will make you dead, while those promoting the activism go on to get checks, go on to get recognition, global recognition, international recognition, then I'm sorry, you were being used. You were being used. And that's the whole story. I don't believe in all these, David today is saying, oh, we're going to go after, the United States of America. This was the same guy that was telling us that the FBI was about to release the damning information about Tinubu before the election that's going to shatter the earth and destroy Tinubu's ambition. And then I was like, this doesn't make sense. Well, fast forward, Tinubu is your president. And again, when you have certain mindsets that is impregnable, it becomes a big problem. So to David today, anything USA is like they're coming to conquer the African continent. I don't know. But what about those people dying? Okay. Yeah. So this is a reaction. They will reveal themselves after the ignorant and impressionable have paid the ultimate price in their transactional agitation. This is what it means. That old English. Forget about the English. This is what it says. After the ignorant people have been shot dead in their aluta, in their trials and all that, they will always truncate democracy. Useful idiots who demonize those that saw through the shenanigans and called the insurrectionists out before things got ugly are no victims but willful collaborators. And that's the whole story here. That's the whole story. Let me see if I can actually get, So Yusufu now is CIA. Yemi Adamoleku is CIA. They're all foreign puppets backed by the CIA. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know if she's responded to that. Let me see what she has to say. There's nothing. Okay, she hasn't, no response. When we're talking about the killings in Nigeria, we're labeled unpatriotic. If incompetence needed an organization to describe, the DSS will fit it aptly. Okay, oh my goodness. Oh, there's a campaign in TikTok with this. Okay, fine. This is not the story for today. Girls are sharing their own experience with pedophiles. Okay, that's not. I might have to talk about that later. But that's it. That's it. So again, I'm just saying, how do we go from here? How do we go from here? And we'll see what happens. I also don't believe in this kind of activism where it's only your own point of view that has to stand. There's this obnoxious activity or obnoxious action that comes out when this guy talks. Like, he blocks people with just slight provocation. You're blocked, and I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. But it is what it is. I don't have so much, whatever in this fight. It's between the activists, the clash of the activists. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And that's it. I've never, for one, really loved the so-called activism of Aisha, of Renu, of even David, the one calling them out right now. Because at the end of the day, except you put yourself in the game and you're doing something to positively move the conversation forward, then again, all this activism, it's just going to be shout. You must be in the game. You must know what you're doing. And that's what works. Okay. Yeah. So that's that about that. I'm going to move on. There's a lot of stories about, what's happening with respect to Trump and the response that have been coming out. Let me look at this. Do not put me in trouble. Who am I to fight Trump?
Who am I to answer President Trump? Have you ever heard of such a thing? And the Senate President said that Nigerians are not complaining, that we like the way we are living. That I can deal with it, but then that the Nigerians are not complaining. I have petitioned the police. I've also petitioned the DSS. The comment is in order. You are not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this time, the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump. And then that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah. Right now, Canada is facing a serious issue because there's been a trade war between Canada and the United States. And Trump has just been, I would say it's just gone full lunatic with respect to Canada. It started with, the former prime minister, where it was saying that, that guy is a governor. He's not even a prime minister. He should just be a governor. And they have all this fight back and forth. Fast forward, it's been the new prime minister. I mean, Trump was one of the reasons why this prime minister, the former prime minister, Justin Trudeau, had to leave. Okay? Because it was really like, it got to the point where you have to face your nemesis, right? If you've left Canada to ruins for a long time and now Trump is coming on board and you can't even sustain, you don't have a strategy to fight, then it's time for you to go. So he left. Now we have this new prime minister who, for as far as I'm concerned, is still the same, the same ballpark, the same thing. There's no major difference between him and the former one. But that's not the story. This is the story. Trump recently again, started the trade war with Canada. And when he started that trade war with Canada, the prime minister was still working on his defense. Do you know what one of the governors, I call him governor because that's, how we call them in Nigeria, but actually they're called premiers, right? You know what one of the premiers did? He went to court and had bashing Trump. The dude has been doing like a madman. The guy in question, the premier, the governor, I'll use governor here in question. The governor went to court and had replying Trump. Immediately Trump had that, and Trump is, generally is a madman, the way he does, right? He just said, you know what, no more talks. I'm going to cancel any deal with Canada. The prime minister had to start running up and down just to talk to Trump. Again, the way Trump is bullying Canada, is that the right thing? I don't know. Everybody has to fight for their own whatever country. But there are what I call hierarchies. There is what I call levels, okay? The Senate president would be better off doing the things that he should do, which I don't think they're even really pulling their weights. We had the Senate, when the CBN governor was stealing all the money, building 753 homes, when they were actually printing money without authorization, when the level of corruption, we've had Senate, we've had the National Assembly since 2010, when all of these things happened. So I don't think he should actually be referring and replying to Trump in this instance.
And all Nigerians are doing their best in that direction. But who is that person that will go and ascribe a comment to the Senate President when he was never met? Communication is very clear that if you are not well informed, you are deformed. And then also, my colleagues, you also think of what you do with the social media that has a lot of breaking news. Breaking news should not break the society.
Okay.
But a situation where somebody will sit in the comfort of his room and produce a report and produce fake pictures of 2023 when the Senate President with senators visited Port Harcourt on a very different thing and say, oh, Senate President answers President Trump. Who am I to answer President Trump?
This guy is a comedian. What's serious?
And the Senate President said that Nigerians are not complaining, that we like the way we are living. That I can deal with it, but then that the Nigerians are not complaining. I have petitioned the police. I've also petitioned the DSS. The comment is in order. You are not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this time, the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump. And then that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump. And all Nigerians are doing their best in that direction. But who is that person that will go and ascribe a comment to the Senate President when he was never met? So I believe the cyber crimes unit of the police, the DSS and others should find that character out because it is meant to cause friction. It is meant to cause friction.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this even makes sense, but what I'm thinking is this. I think when you people, at every slight fake news or whatever, you're sending DSS to people's home. Now, I'm not for people sharing fake stories or just, I mean, some of them, when you even see most of these guys online, most of these guys on X, when you see them in real life, you'll be like, bro, you'll be insane to be even replying to some post. If this is wrong, then you can as well just put out a statement and say this is wrong. If DSS should focus on the insecurity that has actually opened Nigeria to disgrace, I think we'll be better served than the DSS putting a lot of resources pursuing one guy that even when DSS gets to the person's house, they'll feel so much embarrassed. I mean, some of these riffraffs on X, I mean, you just don't want to even engage them. Just put out a statement saying this is false. This is when the world of, so much information out there that you see some things, and now we're getting to the advancement of AI and all of these artificial intelligence tools that it's going to get to a point where it's going to be very difficult to tell between reality and parody or something that has been fabricated. I'm telling you, we're getting there. We're getting to a situation right now that things is going to get so much crazy so fast.
And put the Nigerian Senate in disrepute. I can only speak your voice. We have not discussed the comment of President Trump in chambers yet. I know we will. And I believe we will.
Again, that's the problem that I have. Whatever it is that you guys do over there, because I look at the cost we're spending on the National Assembly, and you guys are more of the problems that we have in Nigeria. There's been something that is really germane. I don't understand why as of now, and when was this video done? Let me see. So this was 20 hours ago. So I believe it was done maybe yesterday. You guys are not even holding sessions. We see all these bandits with their motorcycles, more like they're going for a rally, you know, and you guys have not seen any concrete plan or any concrete legislation or any concrete stuff done by the Nigerian Senate and the House of Representatives to solve this issue. And all of a sudden, Trump speaks, and then it's like, oh, this madman wants to come in and invade our country, wants to steal all our resources. You guys were not doing your job. You created a crack for all of this nonsense to happen. So now you want to blame Trump because this is the madman, right? We're paying you like ridiculous sum of money. Apart from the other things, other corrupt monies that you get from the government, and you don't even deliver to the people.
Support that we should in future discuss this comment. Say aye. Those again say nay. We shall. It's only then that the Senate President can make a comment.
And when is then? We should discuss this in the future. As we speak, people are still being killed. People are being kidnapped, but we're going to discuss it in the future because the Senate has much more important things to talk about. Okay? But for those that have been dead, for those killing themselves in the north and the kidnappings in the south and all of those, we will discuss about it later. Let's talk about something more interesting, like how we're going to get Natasha's passport, which I'm not even a fan of Natasha. Okay? I'm not a fan of her, but again, this is what is on the headline coming from the Senate. For the past few months now, it's been one drama after the other.
He's sitting in his bedroom to talk nonsense.
Mr. President, Nigeria is
so that I will not be misquoted, I said that on social media, a certain blogger brought out the news that Senator Akpabio said.
Look at how many minutes this guy is trying to explain himself about nothing burger, about what somebody said is said. That's how far drawn away from reality these people are. Like, at what point do you think these people even really help your life?
That Christians are not complaining, Nigerians are not complaining, that Trump should face his problems in America and not focus on Nigeria. I have not made the statement because we have not discussed the issue of President Trump yet in chambers. We shall do so in combination with the executive because we believe that it is a matter of foreign policy and diplomatic relations.
Okay.
I have refrained from taking any motion on that yet until we know the direction of government and what government intends to do about the position that he has taken. And you need to know that the position that President Trump is taking is not based on the current realities.
So what's the current realities?
The position is based on a purported 2010 report.
These people are clowns. So the 200 people that was killed in Benue State, the people that are adopted day in, day out, I did a segment here. Let me repeat that again. Kwara State. If you are doubting what's happening, these guys are already moving to the south. The 50 that was killed in Owo, I think that was in 2022, 23. Right? Oh, everything is fine here. It breeds everything, insecurity everywhere. The Arise TV host that was killed while she was trying to escape armed robbery. Again, you could say, oh, all country have its own issues. Yeah, of course, it does. But when these guys are rampaging a whole section of your country, and those in Plateau State are crying, those in Benue State are crying, I'm like, oh, it's not much. It's not some people killing some people, right? Trump should chill, because in Chicago, every weekend, they gun themselves down. Yeah, I made mention of that. Extremism anywhere in the world is as deadly as it being near your own country. Because you might be aware that the forces that are actually controlling those extremists may not even be in your country. They may have people in the government, I don't doubt that, but they may not even be living in your country. Those guys that were controlling Hamas on the day when they went to attack Israel on October 7, do you know where they live? In luxurious apartment in Qatar. See how far that is? So it's a serious issue. I mean, these guys bombed the campaign vehicle of Buhari before he became the president in 2015. These guys, they went to Kuje prison of recent during Buhari's reign to free prisoners. These guys are in charge, and the government are failed. So you're coming to say, oh, the report in 2009 when Goodluck Jonathan, yeah, I'm not going to spare Goodluck Jonathan, but again, what about others? What is happening now? There's been no major improvement that I could say has happened. And again, the APC guys could, as far as I'm concerned, when TINUBU does well in the area of the economy and all that, I praise him for that. When it does poorly, I talk about it. In this area of security, it doesn't even, I've not seen any concrete plan and any pathway that would actually make us resolve all this issue. I played a video about how one of the ministers of the United Arab Emirates came out to tell us that the extremism that will be coming out of UK, that will be coming out of Europe, is going to be deadly in the nearest future because of lack of decision making. What has brought us here has been lack of decision making. You don't want to offend some people that are, I don't know who they are.
2010 report, 15 years ago, that they said some people came on fact-finding from the US Congress, and then they went only to Plateau and Benue. They did not go to Zamfara and other areas. I have maintained here that if you go to a predominantly Muslim community, terrorists and bandits go there to kill people. Majority of those who will die there will be Muslims. But when you enter a predominantly Christian community, like Benue and Plateau, and then you cause mayhem, majority of those who will die there will be Christians. So the Nigerian problem needs to be weighed from all sides, and all we are looking for is peace. So
you've been looking for peace for the past how many years? Since 2010. For the past 15 years. Actually, this issue with Plateau started well before that, 2001. And stylishly, you know what has happened? There is a cleansing of Christians from those areas. Why? Because when the persecution becomes too much, they move out of those villages. Then who predominantly goes back there and occupies the terrorists and maybe some other Islamic individuals.
There is no Nigerian that doesn't want to sleep with his two eyes closed. And there is no Nigerian that does not live with a Muslim in his house. There is no Nigerian that doesn't live with a Christian in his house. Nigeria is multi-religious, multi-ethnic, and we live with one another.
Okay.
So when people take issues out of Nigeria, and they go and misrepresent and try to create.
But then they're not misrepresenting in this scenario with respect to the killings in the north. Who are those doing the killings? Oh, some people are saying they are not Nigerians, they move into Nigeria. Some are saying they're Fulani headsmen, are terrorists. I thought your job as a Senate president is to really know what's happening and to do legislations and make the executive act and hold the executive to order and call them to order and make them accountable for every life in Nigeria. You're here explaining to us, oh, when they go and attack a Muslim community, Muslim dies. When they go and attack a Christian community, Christian dies. Like, dude, you don't need to go to school to be able to know that. What are you doing? I mean, it's so ridiculous, these people.
The impression that Christians and Muslims are fighting. Totally untrue. We shall discuss that later.
Can you imagine that? Can you see the framing?
But in the meantime, we must warn those on social media who continue to misquote and misrepresent people, or even ascribe quotes to people that never occurred. That is the reason why I've directed my lawyers to petition that blogger. So
now, it's better. It's better you use your lawyer to do that than saying the DSS should do that. Okay, at first you said DSS should be using their resources to go after a blogger for lying. No, use your lawyer. You can go to court. That's fine by me. I mean, if you put garbage online there, you should be responsible for that. And again, maybe some people will learn from that, but not using the DSS to go after bloggers that are just trying to make a living.
Because when the Senate President made any allusion or response to whatever President Trump could have said, but you need to know that this calls again for a closer look at social media.
Oh, so, now you want to censor us. Now you want to censor social media because why? Yeah, no, we're just trying to stop misinformation. Okay, that's what it say. They're gonna stop misinformation until they start telling you that, you know, this kind of information you are not allowed to share. You want to go after social media. You've gone after, I mean, literally, you're the Senate president, right?
Breaking news will not break Nigeria. I think as lawmakers.
Okay, so I think I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I just have to move on.
Are you ready for new television?
I just have to move on. It is what it is. Now, TINUBU side is now coming to say, you know what? What goes around comes around. He sabotaged Jonathan for his personal agenda. TINUBU side condemned Tinubu. Yeah, we've seen all the tweets, right? Oh, Tinubu himself saying that Christians are being killed. We've seen the tweets from back 10 years ago. What goes around comes around. Now you're the president. You don't want us to talk about Christians being killed. But you said Christians were being killed. The one that really has big egg on his face. Let me see if I can get that one for you guys. Is no other person but Femi Fani-Kayode. Because it went on a tirade of, you know, talking, oh, blah, 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 this government, this thing, Trump is a madman, blah, 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 and all of those. Only for people to say, guy, remember, you were the one saying, look at this. Okay, to show how Christians are easily manipulated, imagine their inability to rise against the wanton killing of Christians, but are quick to rally concerning a rape that occurred 20 years ago, achieving the goal of distraction attention from the Ruga headline. 90% of Boko Haram victims are Muslims. This is a lie. He's saying this is a lie. The overwhelming majority of communities that Boko Haram targets are Christians. The same with the Fulani militias. The killing of Christians in Nigeria is a common blood spot, which shall continue as long as Buhari is president. This is 2019. This is 2020. We have investigated the crisis facing Christians in Nigeria today. Nigeria is the most dangerous place for Christians in the world. And impunity for those responsible for the killing of Christians is widespread. So a few years ago, he was saying that Christians are under attack. And then 3 days ago, imagine Trump saying Christians are under attack. Permit me to put the matter in context. A friend of mine sent the following one. How I wish we can simply ignore this pelican spewing utter childish rubbish all over the place. He went on and on and on and on and on and on saying that, you know, again, I don't say you should like Trump or hate him. What I'm saying is this. He said, if the Nigerian government continues to allow, there's a clause. I thought everybody he knows English. If is a conditional word. If this continues, the USA will immediately stop all aids, which, I mean, some people have even said those aids are actually going to the terrorists too. And assistance to Nigeria, I may very well go into that now disgraced country. Again, I don't like that characterization, but our leaders disgraced us. Okay, our politicians have disgraced us. Guns are blazing, whatever that means, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing this horrible act. The politicians are subservient to these terrorists. Because how on earth will you come for a peace talk and you see all these terrorists with gun? And then you send your boys to go kill them tomorrow. But then they were with you yesterday, popping champagne or whatever it is. And again, that's the problem. The presidency's communication team is just crazy. I don't even know what they do. And that's why they had to use the help of Reno Mockery to put them into more disgrace. So yeah, this is a tweet. And then, Femi Fenkare, they just went on and on. What a profound miscalculation and group error. They succumbed to a sucker punch. And 2 weeks later, a devastating right cross was delivered to their chin. I saw it coming, but they didn't. This decisive blow came when Trump not only claimed that Nigeria is the most dangerous country for Christians to live in the world, but also designated as a country of concern. Yeah, so if you're a Christian in the South, you don't have a problem. But if you're a Christian in the northern part of the country, I'm sorry. Or if you're living in a Christian community in the northern part of the country, then really your life is at risk. Okay, so it went on and on. I'm not going to read all of these. I mean, it's just more of just, gaslighting and all that. So sound like it's still in the FA state. So that's the reality. We'll see what happens. We'll be following the news. But it is what it is. In another news, okay? In another news, I want to talk about what's going to happen on Saturday. Because this is another test for the Obedient movement and Peter Obi. Okay? There's going to be an election on Saturday, Anambra State, right? Between High and the governor of Anambra State. I saw you dancing in campaign video. You're a good dancer. I reply, yes, Your Excellency. I'm actually good in many other things, especially leadership. This is, so the woman in reference. That's so nice. So again, it's not audible for you guys to hear, but this is what they do this peace accord. I mean, we're so backward in a country that we have to actually say, you know what, you guys are going for an election. Make sure you don't fight when the result comes out. That's how ridiculous all this peace. I mean, it's just that everything is just done in a very funny way. So you guys should make sure that you don't fight when the result comes out. So come here and come and sign something. So even though when we cheat, I'm bringing another person against the popular mandate, and I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying. But you've signed something that says that you're not going to fight and cause trouble. And then we spend state resources in doing that. And they do it at the state level. They do it at the federal level. And then you see all these people coming to sign. We're not going to fight. In case I lose, I'm not going to fight. It's just a clown show. If Madame performs, she runs for president in 2028 and win. This is not my own thing. There's no doubt that Nigeria is experiencing an unprecedented level of insecurity with adamant community. Meanwhile, this is PO visiting Sheikh Gumi in Kaduna during the elections and also sent condolences after his mother's death. Someone who is reportedly defending bandits. It's quite crazy. And Obi also has something to say. Yeah, I think he said that 3 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago, 3 days ago. The recent pronouncement by the US government declaring Nigeria a country of particular concern and indicating possible military action should give every well-meaning Nigerian serious concern. So he went on and talking about amnesty, saying 10,000 people have been killed in Nigeria. He went on and on. As democracy, Nigeria and the US have been long strategic partners committed to regional peace and security. That relationship should not falter. The present situation calls for constructive diplomatic and any plausible engagement by any nation aimed at addressing the prevailing and disturbing security concerns. Both countries must work in concert and expeditiously towards that purpose. I think this is this is a good statement from Peter Obi. I've not seen so much good stuff from him lately like this. I mean, I'm just saying. no hard feeling. I think he was able to. This is the kind of stuff that I like when it comes in and puts things in perspective, and doesn't go the usual way. But again, it is what it is. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. The Federal High Court has adjourned Nnamdi Kanu's terrorism trial to November 7. I mean, that's just 2 days. In the next 2 days, it's going to go back there again, right? Yeah. The IPOB leader. The problem I have with this guy is that there's a lot of evidence, according to what is out there, against him, right? But, again, there's a but. The federal government just met with leaders of people that are actively bombing and killing people. The Boko Harams, the bandits, and all that. So how do I place that? If he's done something wrong and there are evidences against him, he should face the full wrath of the law. But I'll be stupid to say this guy should face the full wrath of the law when I just saw last week or a few weeks ago the guy that is actively killing people, that has a command, that commandeers an army, having a chit chat with the military officers. So which one is it? Like, advise me. I don't even know what to say. And that's it. TINUBU regime is in high conspiracy with judicial plot to sentence Kanu to death or life imprisonment. I mean, Sahara reporters, I don't think this will happen. The reason why they've not actually given him any judgment, okay, is because they are also aware that this is a sensitive national issue. No judge in his right senses will sentence this guy to death or life imprisonment. So what they're trying to do is just to delay as much as we can. And there is even no moral right. When you're meeting with a group that is actively participating in terrorism, and then there's another group that you're just fanning. It's just crazy. But again, it is what it is. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna be watching that issue. Court threatens to foreclose Kanu if he fails to open defense. Again, I mean, terrorism case, I don't want to go into the whole thing, but it is what it is. It's been long overdue. There's been a lot of stuff there. There's a plan to, okay, let's say this.
I represent the great people of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South for a constituency of Abia State.
Let me see, the volume is low. Let me
represent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From what I saw today in court, there seems to be a systemic effort being put in place to steamroll and railroad Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into putting up a defense and leading to conviction. There are procedural issues that must be heard before the matter can go forward. And I think that is the motion that must be heard, hopefully by tomorrow. Nnamdi Kanu still remains a prisoner of conscience. He's been detained unlawfully. And we are also using this medium to continually call on Mr. President to invoke Section 174 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended for the Attorney General to enter another prosecute, at least before the determination of the court. We are very optimistic that Mr. President, that we know is a listening and attentive president, and that he will do the right thing in the shortest possible time. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I think the way out of this is just for them to bargain. To me, I'm saying release the guy, but release him under one condition: bring peace to the Southeast. Bring peace. And Ireland said he's going to do that. Yeah, that was what I heard. That was going to do that. Was going to bring peace. Yeah. So the guy is kind of trying to stall because there is no defense against a lot of the evidences that they have against him. How come you have a lot of evidences against Kanu, but you don't have a lot of evidences to capture Boko Harams and all those other extremists killing people in the north? Okay, we're going to move on. I thought that the drama between Regina Daniel and Senator, what's it called again? Ned Nwoko was over, but she's out again. Okay? She's out again with another story. Reginald Daniel accuses Senator Nedum Woko of assault and sibling arrest in marital dispute. Okay.
So I'm here.
Okay, we can see.
Finally, in front of a camera.
Oh.
Trying to explain my family's problem. Like, oh my God. Guys, walai, I had to wear this wig. Look, it's 5 a.m. I haven't slept. Like, because I can't. I had to put on this wig and like just make this video. Okay, let's get.
The situation is so bad and worse. Things are getting so bad that I have to put on a wig. Talk about performative acts. Now, I'm not condoning whatever is happening in our family. I mean, it's a family dispute. They're going to sort that out. But again, we live in a world right now that whatever is happening, we have to come to social media to litigate it. I mean, that's the reality in life now. This is another one. There's the proposal issue that is online also. That we're trying to also figure out what's happening. That one is saying no, we weren't dating. The other one is saying we're dating. There is the Jarvis and Pella issue. Now, the social media is where we tell our kids. It just shows how flimsy and ephemeral relationship has become.
Straight into the video.
Okay.
My family
I
is
had my makeup done, had my wig on, had everything done on 5 a.m. I just want to talk about my family. Okay.
Turmoil. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we will definitely come out of it. So what gave me the courage to make this video? It's just seeing how my family is fighting. Like everyone is fighting for me. My brothers, my mom, my sisters, hey, everybody is fighting. And to think my brother just started, what's that thing, a petition. And guys, in less than how many hours, there are a lot of people.
Sorry about that.
Like a lot of people signed up. Like how? Why? But yes then, I'm in immense war. That's what this video means. This video shouldn't even exist in the first place because I'm too big for it. Type shit.
Oh my God. Oh my God, man. Gen whatever. Is it Gen Z or millennial, whatever it is. Type she. On a relationship issue, man. Type she, right? Okay. I don't even know what to say.
Okay. I'm gonna fight my children, Ned. I tried to be calm. I tried to let go, walai, but I'll fight for them. I'll take them. I'll train them. I'll raise them with or without your support. And you know that, my love. Ex-husband. Walai, this feels like I'm...
Oh my God. I don't even know if to feel pain or just to like, what's this? My love, ex-husband. Like, somebody needs to like kind of take the camera out of from just collect a phone. This is a serious issue according to you, and you're kind of performing.
But guys, this is me.
Can you imagine?
But guys, this is me.
Can you imagine that?
Raise them with or without your support. And you know that, my love. Ex-husband. Walai, this feels like I'm acting.
Who wrote this script? Who wrote this script? This passes for more like a Nollywood movie.
But guys, this is me. This is me. If I haven't slept by 5, tell me why everyone else is sleeping. Why is everyone else moving on?
You tell us. I mean, you tell us why everyone else is moving on and you're not sleeping. Maybe it's a nothing burger. Maybe it's just you, right? I'm just saying. I don't know, right? It's your family issue. It's not my issue. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what, like, I don't even know. This kind of issue, you don't wade into it. You just listen and let everybody make their own conclusion.
Like, why is everyone moving on? Excuse me, like, I'm not going to cry you. You don't used to do that thing in front of camera. Okay, this is funny. I like this video. This means I'm tough and I'm not crying.
What?
But wait, guys, the main essence of this video actually is to please stop insulting my mom. Be cool. Hey, stop it. Stop. Hey, be cool. Please. Look. For some reason, I actually do feel like I owe you all this explanation.
Then why? Then why are you giving us the explanation? You don't owe us the explanation. Okay, fine. Then move on. We're moving on. You're the one that set the camera to say you want to talk. We're not asking for any explanation anyways. We're not even interested. But you're trending, so we're going to talk about you. That's how it works. You don't owe us any explanation, and we're not even asking for any explanation. But you set up the ring light camera. You did your makeup. You put your wigs on. And you're in front of the camera. Dude.
You know why? Because I don't know why everyone is pained about my life. But I don't feel like you all are pained.
We're not.
The bad side. You're pained because you used your, was it 200 naira or 500 naira to buy my CD just to watch my movie as a child, and you all watched me. Oh, like, fine, and it's okay. I'm in the limelight, so it's fine. You all have a say, so it's okay, and that's why I'm explaining. So please,
wow,
stop insulting my mom.
Wow.
She's the best thing that ever happened to me. She's my God on earth. Lie. She's strong. For 7 fucking... Will kids watch this video? For 7 years. My mom held it down. She tried.
Okay.
You all insulted her. Like, she tried. She tried. It's me. I'm the one with Issy Coconut's head. It's me. I'm so ashamed to say I fell in love. Type shit. But
oh my God. Oh my God. Kill a Levi. What's this? For crying out loud. Is this real? Or we're just in a matrix?
I actually really did. And it's crazy. But I did. Everyone said no. My mom. Come on now. And you all stop saying I got married out of greed. Excuse me. No. We were not broke. Does that make sense? And secondly, how do you guys think? Like, what amount of money can a man give to a mother to get her child that is practically providing everything in the house?
Okay.
That is practically true.
Okay. You get money, you get more money, you get more money, you get more fame. Okay.
This child, she trained all her children. Like, through this child, like, what else? That child was our only source of livelihood. I was a blessing, a gift to my mom. God used me to settle her. And it's my job to make sure she is forever happy.
Okay.
She has suffered for us. And you are insulting her. Anyway, stop. Stop insulting my mother. Wallahi, she's the best woman on earth.
Okay.
She is. She warned me. My brothers warned me. Everybody warned me. Nobody's going to cry on this camera. Everybody warned me. And then I drove out at night. I was going to kill myself if I don't marry Ned. Everyone was looking for me. My brothers were fighting, breaking bottles. Like, guys, the Nigerian police in Asaba video cut. As I was saying, everyone knew. I went to the police station and said, arrest me. My family does not want me to marry the love of my life. But I actually did fall in love. Oh. It's crazy, but I did.
Oh my God. I mean, this is one of a comedy reality. I mean, it might be real to her, but bro, I don't know. In the name of love, bro.
And I still care and respect him.
Okay.
That's love.
Then go sort out your issues. Go sort out your issues, right? Like, and again, I don't know what those insulting and calling her mom out. I mean, as long as she's married already, it's a problem. It's not her mom's problem. Her mom will just be fine, okay? But again, I don't know if this is a response or this is just more of a comic relief stuff, like, or it's just more of a denial, kind of you're facing the real issue, but you just want to clown it away or just want to joke it away, not to show the real, expression, or not to show the real reality or the real feeling, because I don't even know what this is.
And respect. And the only reason I am not fighting you, Ned,
is all of the children?
it's because I really want Mon and Khalifa's father's name to be strong, but they can answer mine.
What? What? Like, wow.
They can. You have enough kids to answer your name.
It doesn't work that way.
Guys, I'm done with.
Okay. I mean, I got married because of money and all of those. I don't even want to, like, if I try to look at the response, it's just gonna be crazy, right? Now the summary with this. Okay, I actually feel pity for this lady. To me, she was never allowed to experience what childhood could be. She was young, but was already performing the duty of an husband. She already saw herself as the family breadwinner. Even with this video, she was still conscious of her immediate and extended family. I recommend that she sees a therapist. 100%, I agree. Let her go see a therapist. She's broken and they're using her, or she's using them, or whatever. She really is. And trust me, there's a lot she's not saying. This lady here is depressed. Again, I'm like, her coming to the camera is not even the right thing she should have done. Or people are calling your mom out and all of those. Okay. Well, as she rightly said, they were never poor, so why would you keep making it look like you took them out of poverty? I wish her well. On a more serious note, now leave all the comedy and all of those. I wish her really, really well, because clearly, what's this? Clearly, I don't think she's in her right mind at the moment. I think there's a lot going on that is trying to break her. But again, that's what it is. Yeah. So, let me see one more story.
I smear the country's image by granting. Why are you withholding my passport?
What?
Hello, fellow Nigerians. Good morning. This is Senator
Natasha is in the news again. Atlanta passport was taken. Whatever that is. I thought she just invited the Senate president to come to her house again. I mean, after the whole thing, the whole world was like, oh, free Natasha now. I stand with Natasha. This injustice shall not continue. You had Aisha Yusufu doing that. You had Diola, the YouTuber, trying to also help her scenario, help her case by, doing some extensive investigation. And at that time, I said, you know what? A politician will always be a politician. Again, you can fight for injustice and all of that. I agree. But again, a PDP politician for that matter. And then just last week, she's like, oh, I want to invite a Senate president. Now, this week, the Senate president, again, has taken her passport. I don't think the passport being withdrawn is as a result of the Senate president pressing buttons. I think she's got a lot of cases in the federal high court or in the court of law. And I don't know whatever it is. I don't know what they've done to her. She's also tried to also implicate the federal government by saying that the federal government actually wanted to assassinate her. So now she's fighting everybody, okay? And when you ask her what's the genesis of that, it was because this was when it all began. Akpabio told her you can no longer sit where you used to sit for whatever reason, okay? Again, that's their business. They moved her to another seat. She said no, that she wants to be in front of the camera. And ever since then, she's been in the front of the camera. She's even gotten bigger camera, done interviews outside the country. And when she goes outside the country, she makes so many inflammable statements. She makes a lot of accusation. We've gone to the court, they're in court. Right now, there is really no ironclad evidence against Akpabio that really he sexually harassed him. So now she wants to travel out again and she's entering one issue or the other. Let's see what she has to say.
Having completed my celebration of my second year in office, I decided to take a week off. So I'm at the airport here and my passport is being withheld again. The same thing happened last time where my passport was seized. I have committed no offense and there is no order from the court to withhold my passport and deny me traveling. The last time this happened, the officer in charge told us that the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, instructed them to withhold my passport and prevent me from traveling because he said each time I travel out of the country, I smear the country's image by granting interviews.
Did I say that? This is the first time I'm listening to this. This is the first time I'm listening to this. I didn't even know that was why. That she was actually, you went out of the country to make so many accusations with no evidence to back it up. To me, it was all politics. Because now, how can you explain, just last week, you invited the same man that you say has been sexually harassing you? Because if actually that's what he does, then there is no evidence that he has changed, that Akpabio has changed. So why would you invite him to your house? Again, you're making a fool of yourself. And I'm not a supporter of Akpabio. I don't even like his politics. But all of these things, it just shows that people are so much emotional. I was asking questions then. What are your evidences? What is it? Oh, and it was not explicit. And this thing, there's a way he was looking at me. There was a way he was, my dude, a grown-up woman.
He was out in international media. Please, can you tell them to release my passport and this embarrassment should stop? You have no right to withhold my passport. You have no right to deny me exit and entrance into my country. I have not committed any offense, and this must stop.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, this must stop. As a matter of fact,
it's not their business, man. I don't even agree that the senator will say seize someone's passport. There should be channel. If you're going to seize someone's passport, if you're not going to make the person fly, they should be aware that they are down in maybe no fly list or no restriction list, and that has to come through the courts. The Senate president does not have the power to stop this woman. Jokes apart. I mean, this is where that's the problem I have with some of these institutions. Why would the Senate president give an order to withdraw someone's passport? This should have been from the court of law, and there must have been evidences, and she must be able to defend herself.
For continuously embarrassing me. No, don't tell me sorry. Can I please have my passport?
It's not them. This is a senator. It's not them. They're not the one making you not have your passport. They don't have a choice here. They work based on the command that they receive from the higher up. So you should go to the higher up and ask them what happened, or sue them in court again. I mean, there are a lot of cases anyways. Sue them in court again for this and let them pay an hefty fine. But for you harassing people that left their home 5 a.m. or 8 a.m. to work, when it's not even in their own interest to seize your passport, is what is beyond me. And you are a senator. You should know this.
You can't keep doing this to me all the time. I've been standing here for the past 20 minutes.
Okay.
Why are you doing this? What have I committed? The last time it had to take someone influential to call you to release my passport. That was what allowed me travel. Now again, you are withholding my passport. Why are you making calls? Is Godswill Akpabio so important? Why is he overruling boundaries?
When you go out of the country to defame an institution, and I'm not supporting, again, let me say it, I'm not supporting what Akpabio or whoever, it may not even be Akpabio, is doing here, but I'm just saying that these things have consequences. It does. Unfortunately. I wish it doesn't, but it does. Because now you didn't provide any evidence. You even invited the accused to come to your house for a party. What is that? Can you explain to us what that was?
Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, has instructed the Comptroller General of Customs to deny me exit, to withhold my passport. This is wrong. There was no order. Yes, I know I have 2 federal government cases against me, of which the President of Nigeria instructed the AGF to cancel the cases, to withdraw the cases.
Oh, I didn't even know they told them to withdraw it.
This President...
Oh. What a nice man. What a nice man TINUBU is, you know. What a nice man TINUBU is. Oti Yorai. It's not me. You know how he does. It's not me. And now you're on your own. Right? I think they should give her a passport. But again, when you leave the country to say the number 3 citizen was harassing you sexually, and I've not seen any proof till today, and you invited him to your house last week or whatever, again, I'm sorry. You don't know that these people you are playing with, they are not nice. Most of them are evil. These people are not nice. These people, they kill for sports at times. So if you're going in to fight them, you have to understand, just like what Jesus said, when you're going into a strong man's house, you need to know if you're able to take them down. Else you're in the middle of the fight and you're now calling for reinforcement. Why? Once you know that it was that moment you knew, you messed up.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu actually spoke with Godswill Akpabio to terminate all the cases against me, because he agreed that they were politically witch-hunting cases. Hold on. So there is no reason why my passport should be withheld at the international airport. There is no reason why. You have no right to do that, madam. You have no right. You are taking laws into your hands.
She's not the one.
Order. I have not missed any of my court appearances. I have attended all my court sessions. I am not a flight risk. I am not a risk to my country. So why are you treating me like a criminal? Can I have my passport, please? Thank you very much. Sometimes I think you just have to be a rebel to get things right. Then you keep asking Nigerians to be good citizens.
So they gave it back to her.
If I had not gone public, would you have given me my passport?
Okay. So that's it. In another news, the United States is still having their own shutdown. I think there's like, how many days now? 34. 34 days. Wow. I might just try to listen to a little bit of this, but again, for now, I just have to go. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll try and see if I can come back online later today. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, thanks.